Hi everybody. I wanted to make a video today about Gabby Petito, and it looks like her autopsy results were finally published. We've been waiting for a while, but I'm glad to see they finally put it out there. But about a week or so ago, I had a really scary dream, and I think it was her reaching out to me, and I say that because I felt like I talked to her in another dream. And I couldn't remember it, and I was upset that I couldn't remember. I was like, I think I was talking to Gabby, and she was upset or scared or something. Like she was trying to tell me something. She was trying to convey a message, and I just couldn't remember it because I have been having a lot of trouble remembering my dreams lately, and I've been having really bad insomnia since my father passed away a few months ago. Just haven't been getting much sleep, haven't been getting very good quality sleep at all. Just waking up in the middle of the night with anxiety, and I hope it gets better over time, but losing my father was really hard. But anyway, one night I was like, Gabby, if you're trying to reach out to me, please try again in my dreams. I'll try my best to remember. And that night I dreamt that a man came up from behind me and put his arm around my neck, grabbed me by my neck. And I reached back to try to grab him because I was both scared and angry at the same time. And I reached back to grab him, and I woke up with my hand going into the wall behind me. And that's never happened to me before. Like, I literally woke myself up, throwing my hand into the wall, trying to grab somebody. And I actually posted it in this crazy dream in a couple places, and I was trying to tell people, I think she was strangled or her neck broke or something, because it looks like he got his arm or his hands around her neck. And I believe that was Gabby. And what do you know, like a week later, we find out that was what happened to her. She was strangled. Manual strangulation, according to the county coroner's verdict. Okay. And they did rule it a homicide, so we know she was murdered. Well, anyway, I posted on a psychic Reddit forum, but they took it down immediately because I guess somebody was allowed to talk about Gabby. I did post it on my own personal forum to prove that this happened. Alright, so a couple of weeks ago I dreamt about Gabby. She was trying to tell me something, but I couldn't remember. Blah, blah, blah. I already talked about that. Yeah, so I said I believe he choked her or broke her neck, one of the two. And then, yeah. So I posted this about a week ago. It's very sad. It's a tragedy. I knew he was the abuser in this situation when I watched the footage, because I personally have been in that situation myself. I've been in abusive relationships. I was also abused as a child, and she was clearly in distress and apologizing a lot. And that's something that people do when they're in abusive relationships. They'll apologize for everything just to calm down their abuser or the people around them, trying to act, meek or humble or whatever you call it, or just trying to calm them down. And she was saying things like she was having OCD or something, and she doesn't have OCD. Her father says she doesn't have OCD. And in my opinion, and another opinion, I watch a lot of H.G. Tudor's work because he really understands narcissists and abusers and things like that, and psychopaths, because he is a narcissist himself, and he's an extremely rare, self-aware narcissist. So I do enjoy his content. I agree everything with what he said about this situation. And at the end of the day, you have a dead woman. Okay, she was clearly murdered, clearly strangled. Okay, there was no weapons around there. It's not like it was self-defense. And this guy took off. Like, if he had a justifiable reason for killing her, he would have called the police. He would have said she was crazy and coming after me with a knife or whatever. But none of that happened. What happened? He came home and he fled. And now they're trying to find him. And I really hope they find him. I really hope he's found. I just wish, that information came to me in my dreams. That would be great. But unfortunately, I don't know if any of that did. Or if it did, sorry about my cat. He's kind of weird. And if it did, I can't remember it because I'm having a hard time remembering my dreams. Okay, kitty. He's kind of bipolar too. He gets in his moods. This is the only bipolar cat I've ever had in my life. But anyway, you could tell that she was clearly distressed in that footage. And apparently there was a fight that witnesses saw at a restaurant where he was just flipping out and stuff, and then coming in and then coming out and just acting very strange. So it's pretty clear in this situation that he was the abuser and he's the one who murdered her. And the thing about when entities and spirits and things like that come to you, it could be for different reasons. And when you're psychic or psychic medium, I don't think I'm a psychic medium, but this is one of the few times that something is, or somebody has come out and reached out to me. Sometimes there's like a connection with certain types of people, and it could be in my case where I've been in that situation. I've been abused. I've been beaten down and practically brainwashed by a partner. And I understand, I know, and that could be one reason. It could be another reason that I'm a little more sensitive, I guess, than I used to be. Oh my goodness, Mr. Midnight, do you want to come up here and do the show? Yeah, you do? Are you meowing about the dog in his cage? You don't like that? The dog's just looking at you. That's my cat, Mr. Midnight, guys. He wants to do the next show. Well, anyway, that was my dream. Yeah, there's been a couple of really rare circumstances where people who passed on have reached out to me in my dreams, and it's kind of random. It's spontaneous. I guess for me and for many other people who have some psychic or some medium skills, a lot of times it's like that. It's just kind of random and spontaneous. I don't usually go out of my way to try to connect with these entities, but that's what happened, and I hope that my spiritual abilities are getting stronger. And my daughter was naturally psychic as a child, but her abilities have been blocked, and I can talk about that later. The next show I'm actually going to do, I'll probably bring her on, and we're going to actually talk about extraterrestrials and our experiences with them. So I hope you enjoyed this content. I know it's been a long time. You look through my other videos like, whoa, why did you wait so long to post? It's because so much stuff has been happening in my life. Like, my dad got cancer. We've been taking care of him. He passed away, and that was really hard. And it's just been sorry. It's been a tough time. But yeah, this is my forum. I'll put in a link below. I may change some things. I may change what it's all about here. I was into tulpamancy for a while, but I came to the conclusion that some tulpas were not actually tulpas and were actually entities in disguise. Maybe I'll talk more about that later. So, but I do believe that we can create other entities. And so I was making a forum. I know there's a forum out there exists, but I like to approach things from a different angle than that other forum was approaching it. So I'll probably put a link below. It's just me on there right now, and I have some things that I have to fix on this site. So I do build websites sometimes on the side. I work in IT, so it's something I like to do. Just, I don't know, for your information. So, all right. Well, I hope this guy is found. I really do. Let's all hope he is. They catch him, and he serves his time.